It's Chook, no Chook, no Chook. Joke, no joke in the building. You know what it is. Come one, come all. I have to build with y'all. What up, what up, what up? Joke, no joke. I'm in the building. So, I know the notifications are just going out, but I'm going to hop straight into this one. All right? Breaking news. Hey, Tisa, go run tell this. Hey, Tisa tells, go run tell this. The head prosecutor in the Diddy case, Maurene Comey, has just got fired. You didn't hear me? Let me repeat that. The head prosecutor, Maurene Comey, the one who was over Diddy's case, the one who indicted Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, the one who Diddy just beat the RICO case, and she got him on the paying the prostitutes. Escorts were crossing state lines for prostitution, has just been fired. I don't know if you understand what I'm telling you. The head of the prosecution team that just prosecuted Diddy, Maurene Comey, has just been fired. Do you understand what that means? It don't mean that he's still not convicted on the charges that he's convicted of. But that don't look good. It don't look good. It looks good for Diddy for when he for sentencing, because she's not going to be there no more. She's fired. So I don't know who's going to take over her job, but that's a good look for Diddy, because when he go back in front of the judge now, the woman that brought him in there and got him, well, it was another prosecutor. He retired. The one that, the black guy that indicted Diddy, and she took over the case. But now, not only did Diddy beat the RICO, because we know a FRICO is not a RICO, but now the head prosecutor in the case is fired. I don't think y'all understand. I don't think y'all understand. That's gonna look good for Diddy when he go for sentencing. Now, why she got fired? To be determined. I'll come back with that news in a minute. Right now, just know that the AUSA, Maurene Comey, the one who prosecuted Diddy, has been fired. boy, stay tuned for more information on that. But let me get to the next news of the day. Shout out everybody tuning in. Thanks for hitting that like button, coming in here. Um, I know many may have seen the video with Troy Ave and Jeff, the chef, where the dude runs up and try to rob Jeff, and Troy Ave pulls the gun and do the shooting. Well, I didn't think Troy Ave was a goofy to be pulling the stunt, and I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I thought that he was really keeping it a buck, 100, and was saving his man from getting robbed. And a lot of people said it was fake. You know, they doubted it. Why people doubted it? Because we know Troy Ave is a convicted felon. For him to have a gun and to do another shooting, even though it would be self-defense, he would still be putting himself in danger of being prosecuted or indicted for having a firearm. Well, TMZ is now reporting that that was all a hoax. They did that for clout. And if he did that for clout, I'm going to be the first one to say I'm very disappointed in that brother. Like, if this is what you got to do for attention, to play like that and act like somebody was robbing you, like, I'm very disappointed because I didn't doubt it. I thought that this was real, and the fact that it isn't. Now, I would think, and my first thought was, well, why would this dude put out the ring alarm camera knowing that Troy Ave is a convicted felon, right? Like, why would they put that out? That would get him in trouble unless, you know, police was involved and they had to show exactly what happened. And I thought that would be the reason why they would do that. To find out that that was all staged just for internet clout, he put himself in the goofy category. That was a goofball move, especially for a person like him who's been robbed, who's been shot, you know, whose man has died, you know, to be playing those type of games just for the internet. He lost a couple of cool nigga points from me. I'm sorry to say it. You lost a couple of cool points, bro. That's a goofy dude move. That ain't no G move. So I'm disappointed in Troy Ave to do that just for attention. Like, they could have saved that for a movie. They could have saved that for a music video. They could have saved that for a documentary reenactment. The fact that they really went out there and staged that whole thing was goofy. And now that I think about it, there was no sound to the shots. They were just flashes, so they could have been using a blank starter pistol, a blank gun. But that's corny, man. That is so corny. And he really put himself in the goofball category for doing that just for attention. But y'all could go on TMZ. I guess they got the update and saying that it was all a hoax. I'm disappointed in that, bro. You like now everything that he do after that is going to be questionable. Everything that he do moving forward is going to be in question. But to each his own. That's on him. Moving forward for the next current events, I don't like the fact that this dude Carlos King, the gay dude that do the reality shows, he did a recent interview with Jess Hilarious from the Breakfast Club. Now we know the Breakfast Club is a very gay show. You can even see they got the gay rainbow strip going around the whole interior of the studio. I think they put that up during Gay Pride Month. We know at least 2 out of the 4 hosts up there are undercover gays, right? Remember back a while ago, Jess Hilarious got into the heat over a comment that she made when she had a conversation or an interview with a trans person, and they were saying that they were calling her a cis woman, and they were saying that men can have babies, and Jess Hilarious was like, only women can have babies, and they try to convince her that men can have babies. Trans, what is it, trans men? The women that become men, I guess they was insinuating that they can have babies, but they will still be a woman, even if they went and got hormone shots or whatever it is to grow a beard or whatever. They got their clitoris pulled out or whatever it may be, right? But we all know that there's only 2 genders. And thanks to Trump, by law, it is only 2 genders. And Just Hilarious, she lost a show behind that statement because, when the Democrats was in the office, you couldn't say stuff like that. You couldn't tell the truth when it came to, you know, gender identity. So she caught all types of heat from the LGBTQ community about that whole thing, about her saying only women can have babies, which is, we all know, is the God honest truth. Since Adam and Eve, since Mary and Joseph, only women can have babies all the way up until right now. So Carlos King, he does a interview. He does an interview with her, and she's kind enough to give him an interview, and he brings that back up. And he asks her, well, how do you feel about it now? And da da da. She's sitting there stuttering, like, well, I feel how I felt. Only women can have babies. And Carlo King goes, well, I did a survey and I did some research on that, and people are half and half on that. Well, ain't nobody half and half on that. Carlos is gay, right? He is a champion for the gay community. Carlos knows damn well that only women can have babies. And he would bring that up, knowing she's up there working on a gay show with 2 out of 4 gay people up there at the Breakfast Club, right? Allegedly, I'll say, right? Because I ain't been in none of their bedrooms. But we know at least 2 of them is bi or allegedly or gay, allegedly. But if you look at the interior around there, they are a pro LGBTQ show, right? So he is going to bring that up to her again. Risk her losing her job, risk her being canceled, because he know if she says only women can have babies, and she just stand on that 10 toes down and leave it at that, that they're going to cancel her. And I really don't think that's fair. So, Jess Hilarious, sister, the mentally sane people out here support you. We know that only women can have babies. And until Carlos King, Charlemagne, or Envy can produce a baby and push it out of their pee-pee or out their booty hole or out their nose or out their ear, until they could produce a baby, you are right, sister. Only women can have a child and give birth, right? Only women with ovaries, okay, can have children, all right? And Carlos, you are dead wrong to try to put her under that type of scrutiny again. After she granted you an interview, you're dead wrong, brother. You dead wrong to try to put that woman's job at risk. You know how your community do. And that's not fair, man. That's not fair. And until you, brother, can produce a baby yourself or your boyfriend, y'all could go to Donald Trump and have him change the law. But right now, by law, by fact, by biologically science, proven history, since Mary and Joseph, since Adam and Eve, only women could give birth to children, whether it's a boy or a girl. Only women have that power. And stop trying to take that away from women. It's disrespectful, brother. And you are dead wrong for sitting there putting that woman under that scrutiny for these people to be attacking her. It's not fair, brother. It's not fair. You wouldn't want nobody playing with your job like that. That's all I gotta say. Choke no joke. I'll holler back at y'all in a minute. All right? Peace and love.